Johnny. This is Eric Nadell with Matt Hicks and Jared Sandler and our engineer Kim Ben.
Hello, everybody. Here, KimbroNator here. We got the San Diego Padres taking on the Texas Rangers. This game is about to kick off, or first pitch is about to happen here any second here. I'm going to pull in the radio broadcast. Unfortunately, I cannot get this game, and I live in Texas, believe it or not. So I can get it on the radio. I'd like to do play-by-play. You know, just with all the TV deals and Bali Sports and everything that's up in legal court and everything, all this stuff, it just makes it hard to get your favorite team sometimes on this. But we can at least get it on the radio and create an interactive stream here. So, hey, Charles, Yankees are best. You are a Yankee fan, I take it, my friend. So don't forget, like the stream. Hit those thumbs up on the stream here. We got Eric Nadell here queued up on the radio.
He's fifth in the National League and lowest opposing batting average at 206. The Padres are 46 and 42. This is their 89th game of the year as they got started before everybody else playing in Korea. They hold the second wild card in the National League. They're 3 games behind Atlanta for the first wild card. In the West, they're 7.5 behind the Dodgers, while the Rangers are 38 and 46. They're 8 games behind Seattle in the division. They're 8 games behind Kansas City for the final wild card spot. We'll have the starting lineups in the first pitch under the roof here in Arlington right after this on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
They definitely need the roof on, so I hope everybody, you're staying cool, dry, not wet. It's super hot most of the United States, so hope you guys are staying cool and dry where you're at. So, and, hey, keep a lot of fluid in you right now. You got to keep fluid in you. Water, that's key. So, as far as the standings, he kind of went over the standings at the moment. So, Rangers are in third place. They're 8 games out of first base behind the Astros. They're 5 games behind the Astros and 8 games behind the Seattle Mariners. Mariners are at 47 wins and 39 losses. The Rangers have 38 wins and 46 losses. Mr. Charles is a Yankees fan. The Yankees are 54 and 32. They're actually tied for first place with the Baltimore Orioles. How about them Orioles, guys? So, let's go. Texas. Botrix has joined the chat. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you guys being in here. Got a big boost in subscribers the other day on the stream. We had a stream pop off the other night on the NASCAR stream, my inaugural NASCAR stream. And if you guys have not seen already, be sure to check out the new merch store. My new merch store dropped today, and you should be able to see it on my channel, merchandise. So be sure to check that out. Some neat stuff. I changed the merchandise store that I was with. So be sure to check that out. I'm afraid for me, this time of year, you know, we're right here at the All-Star break. So the All-Star break's fixing to happen. And this is crucial for these teams coming out of the All-Star break, going in and coming out. This is a crucial time. This will set the precedents for their season. It's a long season, baseball is. Most importantly, all these wins, I mean, you got to start, you know, minimizing those losses and equaling out more wins. I think the Rangers, I was looking here. So their last 10 games for the Rangers, they're 4 and 6. You want to see that a little bit higher? The Astros are on a tear. They're 9 and 1. The Mariners are 3 and 7. So that's actually good for the Rangers and Astros right now. That the Mariners are in a little bit of a slump. You don't want to be in a slump right now going into this All-Star break. So that may be bad for the Mariners and good for the Astros and Rangers. As Rangers are 4-6, so they could do better. You know, you'd want to see them split to be in like a 6-5 and not a 4-6. Or 6-4, I mean, not a 4-6. So, game is getting ready to start up here, guys. Let me make sure this scoreboard is rolling. And it looks like it is. We will adjust this here so it doesn't look all wonky.
Wyatt Langford in left field, hitting fifth. Batting sixth and catching, Jonah Heim. But Derek Hill, our pregame guest, will get the DH start. He's batting seventh. Leone Taveras at center hits eighth. And Jonathan Ornelas gets his first.
There we go. We got it set here. About to start on the first pitch. I'll turn in the radio. It is just a touch behind here, guys. How about them Yankees?
Veteran from Zacatecas, Mexico. John Bacon is at first, Lance Barrett at second, and Roberto Ortiz at third.
Game, that would be
For
awesome.
San Diego, Tim Leeper coaches at third, and David Macias coaches at first. Mike Schilt, their manager, spent 4 years as the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals and was the National League Manager of the Year in 2019, but was dismissed after the 2021 season, and he takes over the Padres this year with Bob Melvin having gone to the Giants. Luis Arraez, left-handed batter, leads off the ball game. First pitch from Nate is a fastball blazed in there for a strike. First pitch for Perimeter Global Logistics, official logistics partner of your Texas Rangers. Visit shippgl.com. Get your business in the game. 0-1 as Eovaldi unloads, and the pitch is fouled back by Arraez and out of play. Arraez, left-handed batter. He is second in the National League in hitting to Shohei Ohtani. Arraez hitting .314, Ohtani .318. Arraez, contact hitter, only 2 home runs, 22 runs batted in. He's won the batting title in his league each of the last 2 years. The 0-2 delivery, that's outside, on the count of 1-2 strikes. He actually began this year with the Miami Marlins and was traded over to San Diego after playing 33 games with the Fish. 1-2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on and a ground ball skimmed out to Simeon. Over to first, and there's one away. The Rangers wearing their home whites. Rangers in the blue logo script across the front. Blue caps with the white tee and the white trim. And the Padres in gray uniforms with brown and yellow trim. San Diego across the front in block letters in brown, trimmed in a mustardy yellow. They have brown pinstripes on those gray road jerseys. And Jurickson Profar flashing some bright yellow shoes as he steps in from the left side. The pitch is a curve from Eovaldi. It's low and inside for ball one. Jurickson riding a 13-game hitting streak and looks like he's on his way to his first All-Star game. He's hitting .314. That's third in the league. 11 homers, 55 RBIs, tied for fifth. Eovaldi in long sleeves to the plate. And the pitch outside 2-0. Nate with that big over-the-top windup. A classic right-hander windup. Going for his 84th career win. He's 83-76. Behind in the count to Profar at 2-0. And the pitch to Jurickson, and that is inside. 3 balls and no strikks. Jurickson made his big league debut with the Rangers. Can you believe it? It was 12 years ago.
I've seen him
September
play
2nd,
in
2012
the Frisco
in
Rough
Cleveland.
Riders.
Homered in his first at bat. 3-0 pitch, and it's a strike. He was 19 at the time. He played 5 years with the Rangers, hit .240 with 32 homers while wearing a Texas uniform. He's well-traveled since. 3-1 pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. It is 3-2. Ornelas at third, Smith at short, Simeon at second, Lowe at first. Heim catching for the Rangers. Langford in left, Taveras in center, Garcia in right. Here's the payoff pitch to Profar, and it's bounced foul over toward the Rangers' first base dugout. So a new baseball for Eovaldi, who last time out gave up 5 runs in 7 innings at Milwaukee, including a grand slam. He's working on 5 days rest, as is Dylan Cease tonight. The payoff pitch swung on and lined foul past first and down the line. Well, Profar is in the vote to make the All-Star team, and if he's not elected by the fans, he will probably be elected by the players. But right now, according to the figures announced by Major League Baseball, he ranks second in the fan vote.
That's pretty cool.
Behind Christian Yelich and ahead of his injured teammate Fernando Tatis Jr. 3-2, swung on and a drive hit to deep center field. Back goes Taveras. He approaches the track, steps onto the cinders, makes the catch. That is a long out. There are 2 away. So Profar just missing there. And that'll bring up Cronenworth with 2 outs and nobody on. 74 degrees our game time temperature indoors, 99 degrees outdoors. That information brought to you by Louisiana Hot Sauce, the original.
So that is the end of the first. 3 up, 3 down. They did some short work there, so let's see what they can do here.
You mentioned 99 degrees. As I was walking into the ballpark today and looking across the street, I thought, how did we used to do this?
I know, and 10 days in a row sometimes on a homestand. The pitch is swung on and looped in the air out toward first. Nathaniel Lowe makes the catch on a humpback liner as he steps onto the outfield turf.
I like it when I was saving.
And it is a Site Pro equipment rental. 1, 2, 3, no hassle inning for Nathan Edward Evaldi. To the bottom of the first we go. It's the Rangers nothing, the Padres nothing on the Louisiana
Hot Waz Network.
Help them with their most important mission. Us today, a developer from SeatGeek. Quick question. My son's wedding clashes with the baseball game. Do you have an innovation to make him reschedule the wedding?
No, but you can sell your tickets on SeatGeek.
Interesting. What about selling a wedding invitation?
Adding some of this in here for you guys to see, too.
Sell Texas Rangers tickets on SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Texas Rangers. The Texas Day, and Tops would like to celebrate with you. This is your participating local public transportation.
How's everybody doing this Tuesday afternoon? Yeah.
Tops.com for more information.
All righty. $235. Oh man.
The fastball slider is bread and butter, and the slider gets more swing and miss than any other slider in baseball.
What happened there?
Pitch to Cindy, and there's a call, strike 3.
Not sure what that is that kicked up there.
By variable. Tickets at Rangers.com. Just a few thousand tickets left.
Oh, I pulled down the background. I didn't realize it was that. Oh, I see. I was looking at some other stats there of the game. It's nighttime, silly. Yeah, it is nighttime.
Also had an OPS over them. Coaching at third, Corey Ragsdale at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a swing hit and drag to right center. That's a line drive hit. Deep in the alley, Merrill cuts it off. Big turn by Smith. He'll hold up. Josh starts out July. A rifle shot to right center. The first base runner in tonight's ball game.
I'm gonna play around with this some here. May have hit it too hard. I don't know about that. All right, let's move this over here.
Blowers next, hitting 265, 4 homers, 29 runs batted. Left-handed batter, and he swings and fouls one off. Against the Rangers in his career, Cease has gone 3-1 with a 4.82 ERA.
We'll move this around so you guys can see it better here.
He's gone 3 for 9, 5 walks. He's 8 times. 14. He's at the belt and to the plate. There's he got his big jump over it, 72 miles an hour. About that, the difference between the fastball and the changeup is about 25 miles an hour.
That's a big difference in batting too.
Both too short. It's only given 2 stolen bases this year. 2 runners have been caught. He's more of a fly ball pitcher than a ground ball pitcher. He has gotten 4 double play balls. He's being very conservative with his lead right now. 22-8. Foul down. Adolis Garcia is the Ranger on deck batting. The Rangers finished the month of June with only 11 wins and 16 losses. They finished with an away record for the season that is 9 games below 500. At home, they're +1, 20 and 19 in this month. They have pitched much better here. There's a swing by Nate, and there's a foul. The ERA in this park for the Rangers, 3.21. On the road, he's coming off a masterpiece last night out against Washington. He's got the belt and comes home. He missed the inside with that slider. 2-2. He went 7 innings against the Nationals, gave up just 1 hit and no runs, and he struck out 9. Foul off to the right. He continues to down. Now, last year was an off year for Cease, which probably lowered his trade value some. At 7 and 9 with a 4.58 ERA after a sensational year the year before when his ERA was 2.22 with the pitch below.
We have our first home run. Home run Rangers.
The hold of a changeup that was definitely off. That pitch was probably center high. He couldn't get it. He got it, rather, and just crushed it.
373 feet. We have our first Ranger run. Insurance, Blue Blank, the official life insurance of the Rangers. Here's the pitch. Adolis Garcia with a swing and a miss. Grenade low, home run number 5. No one off with that missed down low for a ball. They're 8th in runs scored, 8th in batting, 10th in OPS, and they're 10th in earned run average. Their pitching staff at 412, slightly above the league average. 1-1. Those big way outside.
Adolis.
Batting it. They're 3rd in runs scored. They're 4th in home. They're 4th in OPS. And their ERA right at the league average at 4.0. Success against Dylan Cease. Now 4 for 10 off this right-hander with 5-1. The 3-1 offer. Goldie stakes a strike, and the penalty is 3-2. The both Cease and Evaldi victims of low run support this year. Padres scoring well under 4. Foul on the ground on the third base side off the slide. A lot of his numbers are really impressive, but the one off the first pitch, there's only one out in the inning. Langford's on deck. Adobe swings and misses. He strikes out a 97-mile-an-hour heater in. So 2 punch outs for Steve here in the first. But 2 runs home for the Rangers, and Wyatt Langford is next. Hitting .260, 4 homers, 35 runs batted in. He hit .309 in the month of June, drove in 22 runs, more than twice as many as any other American League rookie. Number 2 man in RBIs had 10 on the AL rookies. Pitch to Langford is inside a breaking ball. The American League Rookie of the Month will be announced tomorrow, and all expectations are that it will be Wyatt Langford. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Langford takes, and that's up. He's seen a couple of sliders here that have missed. Ball be working in long sleeves. They have long brown sleeves underneath the gray shoes. 4 on the thing. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's inside the Langford. The slider didn't have much bite. He's behind it 3-0. It's a home run in Baltimore Sunday. Waits at 3-0. Here it comes. Langford a swing and a miss. He took a rip at a 98-mile-an-hour fastball that was right down the middle. He appeared to be a little late on it. It's 3-1.
I'm still playing with the setup, guys. Just trying to figure out the best look. I'm never happy with it, so I'm trying to get it more true to stat. Oh,
Rangers. Adam Major for San Diego. And then in the afternoon game on July the 4th, Max Scherzer for the Rangers against Michael King, the former New York Yankee right-hander. The payoff pitch. Langford a swing and a miss, and the side's retired. So Cease strikes out 3 in the inning, but gives up a single and a home run. And at the end of 1, the Rangers lead 2-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
I'm looking at it on my phone here too, so just trying to find the best way to incorporate everything here that looks appeasing.
Whatever you do, you'll find life. You do your best. Relax. Well, the extra do. Where it gets or death, white line. Or left behind the desk. Or behind the wheel. Golden Opportunity Sales Event. It offers on select Lexus electrified vehicles. But hurry, the opportunity ends September 3rd. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Now, Jeep flies to Straightaway Center aren't limited to just Globe Life Field. The Texas Rangers and Arlington Golf partner to open Texas Rangers Golf Club. It's a must-see for Rangers fans and golf enthusiasts alike. And it was named Renovation of the Year in the U.S. by Golf Ace magazine. Texas Rangers Golf Club is ideally situated just...
I hope you're having a great week, guys. It's the 4th of July coming up. Here it is Tuesday. This week is going to fly by on us, guys.
Rangers on to the second. Here's Matt Hicks.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. And it's Manny Machado leading it off here for the Padres, and he takes this Nathan Evaldi pitch downstairs for ball 1. Middle third of the order due here for San Diego. Machado, Solano, and then Merrill. Manny Machado now playing at the age of 31. He swings and fouls one away. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. He serves as the designated hitter here today for San Diego. Machado batting .268, 10 home runs, 45 runs batted in his 6th year with the Padres in his 13th big league season. Here comes the 1-1. That's up and in. Eovaldi missing with a fastball. So make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Eovaldi retired the side in order in the first through just 14 pitches. Comes back here with the 2-1 to Machado. And that one's outside. Missed there with the curveball. And Nathan taking a little walk here. Himes ready to throw the ball back, but Nathan was walking towards second base. I don't think he liked how he threw that pitch. And now he kicks and deals the 3-1, and this one gets spun foul. Not too far from the Rangers dugout, so a full count here to Machado, a 6-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover at third base back when he was with the Orioles. And there are a lot of these guys in the lineup for the Padres that come into this series swinging a really hot bat right now. Machado, one of them, hitting .357 over the course of a 7-game hitting streak, a streak in which he's hit 3 homers and driven in 8. He awaits the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Eovaldi got in with a fastball there on Machado and strikes him out. First strikeout for Eovaldi here tonight. And that brings up Donovan Solano. Second inning of our broadcast is brought to you by Medical City Healthcare, the destination of choice for healthcare excellence. First offering to Solano is taken for a strike. Fastball there from Eovaldi. Solano, native of Colombia, batting .277. 3 homers, 17 runs batted in. Back in the box as he awaits the 0-1 here from Eovaldi. And that pitch is outside. And so make it 1 ball and 1 strike. As we mentioned during the pregame show, Padres have won 9 of their last 11. And in those 11 games, they have scored 74 runs. They just took 2 of 3 from the Red Sox in Boston. And their 2 wins were by scores of 9-2 and 11-1. Here's a swing and a miss on a splitter that was in. And so the count to the right-handed hitting Solano at a ball and 2 strikes. And I don't know as though Eovaldi has complete command of all of his pitches early on, but he's moving his pitches around. Inside, outside, up and down. Here comes the 1-2 and a swing and a roller out to short. This is scooped up by Smith. He lets it fly, and we've got 2 men out here in the top half of the second. And that brings up Jackson Merrill. Rangers baseball brought to you by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce.
The radio
bring the heat.
Be close
well, here's
it's
Merrill, just 21 years of age.
This here,
first round pick of the Padres, the 27th overall pick in the draft back in 2021, coming out of Severna Park High School in Maryland. This pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. Merrill having a great rookie campaign, a guy who last year was in high A and double A for San Diego. He's batting .294, 12 homers, 42 runs batted in. The 1-0, Eovaldi jams him, and Merrill fouls it back. And so that'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And Merrill, with 8 hits in the last 4 games, 4-game hitting streak in which he has a couple of doubles and a couple of home runs, and he shoots this one high into the air deep into left. Langford tracking back, and as he backpedals just in front of the track, he makes the catch to retire Merrill for the final out. 6 up and 6 down for Eovaldi. Another Site Pro Equipment Rentals 1-2-3 no hassle inning. And after 1.5, it's 2-0 Texas on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
All right. Let me pull up the scores around the league, guys. So it looks like St. Louis and Pittsburgh, it's top of the 7th. St. Louis is 6, Pittsburgh is 4. Chicago White Sox and the Cleveland I'm still going to call them Cleveland Indians. I do apologize. It's just what I've grown up with my whole life. But it's Cleveland and Chicago White Sox tied up 6-6, bottom of 7. Bottom of 7 for Boston and Miami. It's set. Boston is up 7-2. Bottom of the 5th, Cincinnati and New York, 5-0. They're up on the New York Yankees. Houston and Toronto. Toronto is up on Houston 7-5 in bottom of the 5th. San Francisco and Atlanta. Atlanta is up on San Francisco 2-0 in top of the 4th or 5th. Top of the 4th, Detroit 0, Minnesota 2. San Diego and Texas, you know the score of this game. We've got it going right here, guys. And coming up here in a little while, well, they're just starting here. Okay, it just popped up. Chicago and Philly, 0-0 top of 2nd. Tampa Bay and Kansas City, 0-0 top of 2nd. And there's 4 more games that haven't started yet. Milwaukee and Colorado, Baltimore, Seattle, the Angels in Oakland, and Arizona and the Dodgers.
Here's Jonah Heim to start the 2nd. Jonah takes a fastball from Cease that comes in high for ball 1. Heim, Hill, and Taveras, 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order for Texas here today. Jonah, the switch hitter, stands in on the left side. He's hitting .232, 7 home runs and 33 batted in. The 1-0 pitch is pulled foul of first. That goes right in front of first base coach Corey Ragsdale. So make it a ball and a strike here to Jonah. Jonah coming off of a pretty good road trip, 6 for 20 on the trip to Milwaukee and Baltimore. He had hits in 4 of the 6 games in which he played, including a home run. Here a swing and a foul that deflects off Kyle Higashioka, the San Diego catcher. And so 1-2 here to Jonah Heim. Plate umpire Alfonso Marquez taking some time here to clean off the dish. Jonah looking for his first career hit against Dylan Cease, 0 for 5 lifetime with a walk. Padres playing Jonah to pull in the infield. Slight pull shift in the outfield, save for Jurickson Profar, who's over in left center almost. This pitch comes in down and in, and so 2-2 the count here to Heim. Profar is a good 110 to 120 feet from the left field line. The turn by Cease and the 2-2 pitch. And that one is high. So a full count now to Jonah. Cease threw a lot of pitches in the first inning. He threw 27 pitches. A lot of lengthy at-bats. And Jonah's got him at a full count here. Now the 3-2. Swinging a hard hit ball up the alley in right center field. And that gets down for the base hit. Bounces twice and hits the wall. Merrill plays the carom, fires it back in. Jonah's got a stand-up double to start the Ranger half of the 2nd.
What a way to start it.
So a 2-0 lead. Your first man gets an extra base hit here for Jonah. That's his 7th double this year, his 14th extra base hit. And that brings up Derek Hill, Jared's guest on the warm-up show today. Derek, who has been swinging a very hot bat, comes in here batting .304 at the big league level this year. That's 7 for 23 with 3 homers, 4 runs batted in, and he takes a pitch that's low and away for ball 1. Derek has collected hits in all 4 games he has started since he had his contract selected this past Wednesday from Round Rock. 5 for 14 since his return. Here comes the 1-0, a swing and a miss. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. And in a game like this, you might see a Travis Jankowski in the lineup as the designated hitter, but Derek, despite being a right-handed batter, swinging the hot stick right now as he nubs one foul. This one spinning over in front of the Rangers dugout. And so the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And in fact, Bruce Bochy telling Eric during the manager's show today that Hill's numbers against righties pretty good in AAA this year. In fact, his numbers against everybody pretty good in AAA. A .350 batting average in 42 games with round run. So 1-2 the count here. Cease with a look back to Heim, another check, and now the 1-2. And that pitch is outside. He missed with the sweeping version of the slider. Levels the count here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The sweeper, Cease only throws about 5% of the time. That comes in at about 83. The other slider about 87, 88. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, he blew the fastball by him. That fastball at 98, middle away, so Hill strikes out. 4th strikeout for Cease. All of his outs have been strikeouts. Leody Taveras coming up. Let's check in with Jared.
Guys, Bailey and Gallion injury update takes us to Arizona. Former Ranger and part of the World Series winning team, Jordan Montgomery, placed on the IL. Montgomery dealing, thankfully not with an arm injury, but right knee inflammation, and some suggesting that maybe it's just an opportunity for him to reset. He's gone off to a slow start this year.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that about Monty. Such an integral part of the Rangers' run to their World Series title last year. First pitch to Leody is a strike. Next pitch is blasted out into right center field. Merrill going back on this. It hits the track near the base of the wall in front of the Rangers bullpen. Rounding third is Heim. He scores for Leody Taveras, an RBI double. Rangers lead 3-0.
There we go, insurance run.
Well,
there.
It's extra base mania for the Rangers in the early going here. These have been rockets. When the Rangers hit the ball tonight, they're hitting it hard. Half the guys haven't hit it, but the ones who have, 3 doubles, or 2 doubles, a home run and a single.
For Leody, it's his 19th run batted in. And we, for a long while, have been lamenting the Rangers' lack of slug. And now here in the last 2 games plus 2 innings, the slug has returned. Here's Jonathan Ornelas with a big swing and a miss for strike 1. The 24-year-old native Arizonan, just 0 for 1 at the big league level this year. He has obviously spent most of the season at AAA Round Rock, just recalled Sunday. There's a broken bat, slow bouncer up the middle, charged by Kim, and running in front of second. He'll pick it up and throw to first in time to retire Ornelas for the second out in the inning. On the play, Leody goes to third. That bat splintered lengthwise. The 2 down here in the bottom half of the second. Top of the order now, and Marcus Semien. Now, if you go back to the final 2 games in Baltimore, in each of those games, the Rangers had 7 extra base hits. Just the second and third time this season, the Rangers have had as many as 7 extra base hits in a game. Look out. First pitch, fastball up and in. Bending Marcus off the plate for ball 1. In the loss to the Orioles on Saturday, the Rangers had 3 doubles and 4 homers. In the big win on Sunday, thanks to Wyatt Langford, hit for the cycle, Rangers had 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs. Here's the 1-0. Check swing. That pitch is in. So Marcus, who struck out looking his first time up, ahead on the count here, 2 balls and no strikes. And as Eric mentioned, now already tonight, 2 doubles and a home run in less than 2 innings. A 3-0 Texas lead. The 2-0 pitch, and Semien fights it off foul. That fastball was up and in, so make it 2 balls and a strike here to Semien. Semien still tied with Adolis Garcia for the team lead and runs batted in at 44. And a .348 average with men in scoring position, which has actually come down a bit here of late, but still rather gaudy. The 2-1. A little outside and low. He missed with a slider. So Semien ahead here at 3 balls and a strike. Josh Smith on deck. Now the 3-1. Swing and a ball hit right to Solano at third. A slow to medium speed liner hit right to Solano's chest. Semien retired for the final out in the inning, but the Rangers add a run on a couple of doubles, leave a man. We go to the third, 3-0 Texas on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
All right, guys, looking at the scores here. So top of the A, Seattle, or St. Louis, 7. Pittsburgh 4. Chicago White Sox and Cleveland still tied 6-6. Top of it's actually middle of 8 now. Top of 8, Boston 7, Miami 3. Top of 8, New York Mets 2, Washington 2. Cincinnati is 5 over New York, 5-0. And the top of the 6th. Houston 5-7 in the top of 6 for Toronto. So all other scores are pretty much staying the same. So if you have not already, guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up on the stream. Subscribe if you're new here. Let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. So, about chat. All right, we got a different change here, guys.
The Texas Rangers deliver standby medical services for players, employees, and fans alike. Whether on base, on deck, or in the stands, we're ready to provide care at a moment's notice. To learn more, visit amr.net.
Coming back, top of the 3rd.
Here in the top half of the 3rd inning, Ha-Sung Kim is first up, and he looks at this Eovaldi fastball outside. Ball 1, Kim, Higashioka, and then Johnson. As Eovaldi has retired the first 6 that he has faced. Rangers up here 3-0 in the early going. The 1-0. Slow ball misses low and away. So make it 2 balls and a strike to the right-handed hitting Kim, the native of South Korea, in his 4th season with the Padres. Upright stance back in the box. His right foot is basically right on the back line. The outside of the foot outside the line. This pitch is low. So Eovaldi has fallen behind in the count here at 3 balls and no strikes. Kim was a Gold Glove winner last year. He was the National League Gold Glove winner at the utility spot. This pitch hits the inside corner for a strike. 3-1. Kim getting the start at shortstop here today. Most of his starts last year were at second, but he also started games on the left side of the infield, both at third and short. There's a smash over to third, off the glove of Ornelas. It deflects to Smith, who barehands it, fires to first, and gets him. What a play by Josh Smith, reacting to the deflection off third baseman Jonathan Ornelas. He came in a little bit to his right, made the barehand pickup, and whipped it over to first. Wow.
Well, that's tremendous. What reactions, what instincts from Josh Smith.
Your co-player of the month in June, along with Wyatt Langford for the Rangers. And again, consideration for Smith, who has been so consistently good offensively this year, and you can say that about him in the month of June, as Kyle Higashioka takes a pitch that's outside and low for ball 1. But it's also what he does defensively, not only at short, but also at third. The 1-0. Higashioka pops it up, foul, back into the seats down to our right. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And we've seen him make a variety of very good defensive plays. You know, in the game in Baltimore on Sunday, he made a great play going to his left and then throwing back across the green to be able to get a throw to first in time and accurately. This pitch low and away, 2-1 the count. And he's just made all kinds of great defensive plays this year. But that might be the first deflection, spinning ball, barehand pickup we've seen him offer up. This pitch is outside, and the count to Higashioka now at 3-1.
At least if it happens again, we know he has the capability of making the play.
Higashioka batting .204, but Higashioka's hot right now. Here's the 3-1, a swing and a miss. That on a fastball near the bottom of the zone. So the count 3-2. Higashioka for the year does have 9 home runs. He's batting .308 over his last 8 with 4 of those 9 home runs. As he asks for time, steps out, takes a practice cut, and now he'll dig back in. 1 out here in the top of the third. Rangers with a 3-0 lead. Opening game in this 3-game series. 3-2 pitch is in there for a called third strike. Higashioka had tossed the bat aside, but a late strike call from Alfonso Marquez on a pitch that looked like it clipped the bottom of the zone.
Didn't get by.
So 2 men are out in the inning. A couple of strikeouts now for Eovaldi as Bryce Johnson comes up here. Hey, think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly.
Johnson, switch hitter standing in on the left side, swings and lines one over Simeon and out into right field. So it's the 9-hole hitter, Bryce Johnson, native of the Houston area. He went to Cypress Ranch High School. He lines a single into right, and that's the first blemish on Eovaldi's record here tonight. So Johnson on board. That brings up the top of the order, and Luis Arraez. Arraez started the game by grounding out to Simeon. Eovaldi, quick check at Johnson, who can run. And this first pitch is in there for strike 1.
So, it's still a little bit ahead.
Johnson coming up just a little over a week ago when Fernando Tatis Jr. went onto the injured list. But he's had a great season in the minor leagues. Here's a ball that's lined into center. On the run, Leota, he reaches down, snags it about knee-high, coming in, makes that catch in medium right center to get a rise for the final out in the inning.
So I can try my best to call it by this animated broadcast, or do you like to listen to the radio? I can't get the live game. All the Bally Sports stuff has got me all ticked off at TV stuff. Hey, do not forget, guys, I need your help. Hit the thumbs up on the stream if you have not already. If you have, you don't have to hit it again because it takes it away. So with that, subs, chatting, everything, all that YouTube algorithm interactment helps boost this channel. We get more people in here, guys. So don't forget to do that for me if you're new here. And let me know what you think if you like this format. So this is new for baseball. I'm trying something different. So this is the 3D animation off the MLB. So I kind of like it's different. So it looks like a video game in a way. Hearts for me. Let's go Rangers. You got it. I'll keep the radio broadcast live streamed in with it. Hearts. Nice. You like it? All righty. All righty, my friends. Welcome to the channel, Hearts for me. Appreciate you chatting up. Hope you are having a great Tuesday afternoon. Hey, what better way to watch the game, right? Can the Rangers get some more runs here? We need some insurance runs, right?
The third, Texas leading 3-0. First offering to Josh Smith is a slider that misses just a little low and away for ball 1. Josh, a hard hit single out into right center his first time up, and he scored on the low home run. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch down. So make it 2 balls and no strikes. As we've mentioned, Josh Smith and Wyatt Langford, co-players of the month in June for the Rangers. Smith hitting .313 during the month. This pitch on the inside corner for a strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. He reached base at a .406 clip. Smith for the year, an on-base percentage of .384, which is 4th best in the American League. 2-1, check swing. That fastball over the plate but low. So Smith ahead of the count here at 3-1. Low on deck, and then Garcia due up after him. Padres playing Smith to pull in both the infield and the outfield. As Cease delivers and misses down and in. Here's an appeal, no swing, says third base umpire Roberto Ortiz. So Smith on board with the leadoff walk, and that is the first walk issued by either pitcher here tonight. Brings up Nathaniel Lowe. Third inning of our broadcast brought to you by Abilene Christian University. Something is missing from the online college experience, heart. And at Abilene Christian University Online, they offer a true Christ-centered private school education, acu.edu. First offering here to Lowe is downstairs for ball one. Lowe got a hold of a 2-2 changeup, lifted it over the wall and right his first time up. His fifth home run, his RBI total for the year now up to 31. The set by Cease and the 1-0 pitch. And he takes this one also down below the zone. So 2-0 the count. Higashioka asking for time, and he's making a slow walk here out to have a chat with Cease, Cronenworth, and Arise coming in on the conference, as is Solano now lately. Now, Cease is coming off of a very good start his last time out. He went 7 shutout innings, gave up just 1 hit against Washington to get his ERA down under 4. But his 2 starts prior to that, 2 of his lesser efforts this season, back on June the 16th against the Mets in New York, he gave up 7 earned runs in just 3 2/3. And then his next start at home against Milwaukee on June the 21st, 4 earned runs allowed on 6 hits in 4 2/3 innings. 2-0 the count to Lowe. This pitch is way outside. He missed badly with the fastball. So he's behind in the count here at 3 balls and no strikes, with Adolis Garcia now waiting on deck. Off the third base side of the rubber, Cease delivers a fastball middle in. And that'll run the count now to 3 balls and 1 strike. Lowe now 4 for 10 lifetime against Cease. As Eric mentioned earlier, plus 5 walks. 3-1 on the way, and this is lifted out into left field, hit pretty well. Profar going back, still going back. He looks up and it's gone. Straight away left field, just over the wall. Lowe, 2 at-bats, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. It's 5-0 Texas.
And he just connected on a fastball at 96.4 miles per hour. And Nate, who sometimes has trouble with the high velo, not having any trouble with Dylan Cease tonight.
And that pitch was more in. Looked like it was right around the inside corner. The home run in the first came on a changeup. And as Eric explained earlier, the difference in velocity between the Cease fastball and the change is quite stark. But a pair of 2-run home runs already. And now here's Adolis Garcia looking at a pitch that's outside for ball 1. So give Lowe 6 home runs on the year, and now 33 runs batted in. And yet another extra base hit for this Ranger ball club. There's a ball hit sharply under the glove of Solano down the left field line. Adolis at first, headed to second, and that ball just now picked up by Profar. He may have been baiting Adolis to try to go to third there, but Adolis pulls into second with a double. So the Rangers with 3 doubles and 2 home runs, and they're still batting here in the third with nobody out. Solano went diving for that, but the ball was under his glove.
Padres are in trouble.
So 2 runs in the first, a run in the second, 2 more here in the third with a runner at second. And we're going to have a little conference on the hill here led by pitching coach Ruben Niebla, as it looks like we've got activity brewing already in the San Diego bullpen. And while this conference takes place, we'll pause 10 seconds to allow stations to identify themselves along the Louisiana hot sauce.
Louisiana hot sauce. The Fan.
For Adolis Garcia, that double, his 14th of the year. It's his 30th extra base hit this season. And, hey, let's check in with Jared.
Well, guys, it was just a few days ago that we shared that Nathaniel Lowe had hit a home run off of a 95.7-mile-an-hour fastball, which was the hardest pitch against which he had hit a home run in his career. Well, just a few days later, he's already reset that because his home run, as you guys mentioned, came on a 96.5-mile-an-hour pitch.
As Wyatt Langford steps in and takes a pitch that's outside for ball one.
And this is his 5th career multi-home run game, and the Rangers now have a multi-home run game from a player in back-to-back contests, with Derek Hill leaving the yard twice on Sunday.
As this pitch is off the mark, so 2-0 now the count to Wyatt, who struck out swinging his first time up. You know, here we were almost halfway through the season, and Lowe was just sitting on only 2 home runs. So 2 more today get him to 6 for the year. And he just looks much more comfortable at the plate right now. Here comes the 2-0. And that pitch is above the zone. And the plate, but the pitcher's too high, so 3-0. Now the count to Wyatt Langford. Wyatt, in being honored as a co-player of the month in June for Texas, hit .309 during the month. As this pitch is outside, ball 4. So he draws a 4-pitch walk, and here in the 3rd, it's been walk, homer, double, walk, without an out. Jonah Heim coming up. He doubled sharply up the alley in right center his first time up. And we do have the beginning of activity out in the San Diego bullpen. Right-hander Stephen Kolek starting to get loose. So here's Jonah now with runners at first and second, nobody out. A 5-0 Ranger lead, and Cease misses inside.
Take it, right?
For ball 1. The infield playing Jonah to pull. The outfield, they play him slightly to pull. Here comes Cease with the 1-0, and that one's fouled back right off the top of the screen. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Rangers baseball brought to you by BioAdvanced, all-in-one rose and flower care. It's a true power hitter. Want more boom in your Texas blooms? We'll get insect control, disease control, and feeding all in 1 blue bottle. BioAdvanced, proud partner of the Texas Rangers. The set and the 1-1. That's inside. That pitch wasn't close. A lot of these takes for Ranger batters are rather easy takes. It's not like when Cease is missing that he's close. Ready now with the 2-1. The right-hander kicks and fires, and there's a sharply hit ground ball. Diving for it, Cronenworth, he has it. Pushes it high into the air for the force at second. The return throw to first in time for the double play. What a play by Jake Cronenworth. Diving to his right, not only to take a base hit away from Jonah, but to start a 4-6-3 double play. Well, Cease and the Padres needed that in the worst way. On the play, Garcia goes to third. So 2 men out of the inning now for Derek Hill, who struck out swinging his first time up. Cease to Hill, and this pitch is popped up high in the air, shallow right. Johnson coming in, still coming in hard, and now he slows and makes the catch in very shallow right, just inside the line, to get Hill for the final out in the inning. But the Rangers plate 2 more on Nathaniel Lowe's 2nd home run tonight. We go to the 4th. The Rangers are up 5-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
He's hit 2 home runs tonight. That's crazy. So this is going to be a crazy night. So can San Diego slow them down? Because Rangers bats are hot right now.
$35. With a Junior Ranger presented by Golden Chip.
Yeah, Lowe's 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs tonight. Well, he blew it out, didn't he? I guess he's trying to get caught up on his home run drought. Hey, guys, be sure to share this with your friends, family, anybody that's a sports fan. I cover a lot of sports. I cover NASCAR, football, baseball, primarily the Rangers and the Cowboys, but I cover what games I can. Try my best to cover every NASCAR event that I can. There's going to be some I'm going to miss, but be sure to like, subscribe on the channel, and turn on the bell notification, and just get this out there to guys. We do basically play-by-play, watch along. So I'd love to have you here interacting. So share this out with everybody, guys. Thank y'all for stopping in and hitting the like and subscribing. I really appreciate it. There's a delay on the radio feed, so I'll pull it back.
We go to the fourth. Nathan Eovaldi ready to deal him into Profar, Cronenworth, and Machado. First pitch to Jurickson is over for a strike. Cutter, it is 0-1. Profar hit a deep fly ball caught on the warning track in center by Leody Taveras back in the first. 0-1 to the switch hitter batting left. And the pitch is swung on and a little dribbler hit foul over on the first base side. It is 0-2. Profar leading the National League in on-base percentage at .408. Fifth in RBIs, third in batting, sixth in OPS. A breakthrough season at the age of 31. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Usually in the 30s, batters are past their peak years, but a little bit different for Jurickson Profar, apparently.
I would say so.
The 0-2 pitch, way inside and low, that almost hit him in the feet. On a curveball, it's 1-2. Profar has the highest average exit velocity on the San Diego club at 90.4. Not among the top 10 or 15 in the big leagues, but anytime your average exit velo is over 90, that's pretty good. 1-2 pitch is outside. 2-2. Rangers have a couple of guys over 91 miles an hour on the average exit velo. That would be Corey Seager and Adolis Garcia. The count is 2-2, and the pitch is on the way. A swing and a grounder pulled foul on the first base side. It remains at 2-2 on Profar, who, as you probably remember, came up as a shortstop. Was moved to second base. Rangers moved him to the outfield. He hurt his arm. And that really started his career as a utility guy. 2-2. Swung on, lined foul off to the right. We remember the painful experience of watching him play second base for Oakland with much difficulty throwing to first base. And this year he's been almost exclusively an outfielder. 2-2, and there's a bouncing ball to deep first. It is gloved by Lowe on a high hop. He shovels underhand to Eovaldi for the out. Profar has played a couple of games at first base this year. The Padres have had almost everybody on their team play some at first base. They've got a lot of really versatile performers. Here is Cronenworth, who's one of those. He's played a lot of games at first in addition to second. Used to play the outfield as well. He popped out to first his first time up. 5 runs, 6 hits for Texas. No runs on 1 hit for San Diego. The 1 hit from the number 9 batter, Bryce Johnson. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike. It is 0-1. In case you're listening to us in the ballpark or watching on TV and listening to us, you might be wondering about the patch that the Padres are wearing over their heart. It is a yellow heart with PS written on it. There's a swing and a high pop fly to short center, and in comes Leody to grab it. 2 outs. That is in memory of their former owner who passed away in the offseason, Peter Seidler, who bought the team in 2012 and was still the owner, was the chairman of the board as well.
That's right.
When he passed away, a beloved figure in San Diego. 2 outs for Machado, who struck out on a fastball inside his first time out. And the pitch from Eovaldi is swung on and missed.
Standing here.
Manny with 323 career home runs in his 13-year career. Here's the pitch. Swung on and a high fly ball hit to right. Adolis Garcia coming on and over into foul ground. Leaps up against the side fence, and it's off the netting. Great effort there by Adolis Garcia. And Manny Machado stays alive at the plate. When I think of the Padres in this ballpark, I think first of all of Joe Musgrove's no-hitter.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I think of is Manny Machado playing third base and catching a fly ball in the right field corner when they had the shift on and he was playing way out in right field. 0-2, outside, 1 ball and 2 strike. Probably the farthest that a player has ever caught a ball from his assigned position. Here's the 1-2, and there's a call, strike 3 on a curve. Another 1-2-3 no hassle inning brought to you by SitePro for Nathan Evaldi. To the bottom of the fourth.
Bottom of the fourth, guys. Hey, don't forget, we got the poll going right now. Drop your votes on the poll. We have 33 votes. And 61% of you guys say the Padres are going to win. So we got to have you guys vote. We have 350 views on this, and there's only 33 votes. So don't forget to drop your vote in the poll. Like the stream if you have not already. I don't know where we're at on likes, but be sure to like the stream. We need the help of that on this channel. It boosts us, gets more and more people in here, guys. Let's see if I can pull it up. We got 8 likes. So, yes, don't forget to like the stream. Middle of fourth. This game is flying by. Been running a little over an hour now on the game. So, not bad. Not bad, my friends. Let's go, Rangers. Can we get 3 up, 3 down? Or are they going to get some more runs here? What do you think? I like community coffee.
Getting a whole team.
Guys, you think we can hit 5,000 subs this week? Just by this weekend? What do you think? That would be awesome if we could.
The fourth. First up is Leody Taveras. He had an RBI double his first time up. And he takes a curveball strike from Dylan Cease. Ornelas on deck, then Simeon for Texas. And the pitch is outside from the mustachioed right-hander. And the count, a ball and a strike. Padres have a logo patch on their right sleeve. It's got the swinging Friar. The 1-1 delivery, and that's fouled off to the left. And the count is 1-2. Where do we stand on the Padres brown and the yellow color combination? Matt, what do you think?
It's different, so I think because of that, I kind of give it a little bit of a thumbs up, but not one of my favorites.
Jared?
I like the brown. I don't necessarily love the base color of their jersey tonight.
It's a real dirty-looking gray. The pitch comes in low. It is 2-2.
But I do love the brown. Ken and I got in a heated debate before the game about this. Punches were thrown, but my contention was similar to Matt's. You just don't ever see it as a featured color in a sports uniform.
Yeah, there's a swing and a foul down the right field line. In my alma mater, Brown. University, they had brown uniforms, but the trim was white and red. And I liked it a lot better than the yellow trim that the Padres are featuring to go with the brown. 2-2, swung on, and there's a dribbler foul on the right side. What color would you rather have than the yellow?
To go with the brown?
Yeah. You got a better color than the yellow to go with the brown?
I don't know. And see, my color blindness with the browns are kind of tough.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch. And that's line down the left field line, slicing fair, just inside the chalk. On his way to second is Leote. He's got his second double of the game.
Double lead off.
He has double to right center. Now he has double down the left field line.
How about that?
As the Ranger extra base hit barrage continues. 4 doubles and 2 home runs now out of the 7 hits they've gotten. Here's Ornelas. 6 extra base hits already. Ornelas had a grounded to short his first time up.
You know, if you're getting dressed and you're wearing something brown, what do you match up with it? I don't have hardly anything brown in my closet.
Yeah, I don't either. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike. I have a Brown University T-shirt.
Yeah.
The only other color on it is white.
I have one brown polo. I wear it with khaki.
You have brown shoes?
Not really.
No? 0-1.
Third now.
And that's slow. Jared, do you have any brown shoes?
I do have brown shoes, yeah. I think I have a light brown.
I mean like a dark brown, like the Padre brown.
No, nothing like that. But I am curious about the last 30 seconds, because if this was the court of law, Matt went from saying he's colorblind, he doesn't know anything about the Browns, to now giving us the full scattering report of the Browns in his closet.
There's a butt up the first baseline. Off the bat, Cease shovels over to first for the out, but Jonathan Ornelas has given the Rangers their 4th sacrifice of the year with a perfectly placed butt. It goes 1-3. And that brings up Marcus Semien with a runner at third and 1 out, and the Rangers leading 5-0.
So you're forcing me to say that my wife helped me here. She says, that's a brown shirt. Probably wear it with a khaki pant, and you're good.
Here's Semien. He is struck out and lined to third. Infield is in, and there's a high fly ball, medium deep left. On comes Profar, still coming. It falls in front for a base hit. Leote is home. It is 6-0 as Marcus Semien finally gets one to fall. An RBI single, his 45th run batted in.
Yeah, he didn't hit it all that well. A lot of hard hits for the Rangers today, but here a slider that he hits off the end of the bat, and he just sort of hit the bottom of the ball.
7-6.
It popped up just a little floater that Profar couldn't get to.
So Marcus on at first and Josh Smith the batter. He's been on twice. He has scored twice. Action resumes in the Padres bullpen. Smith has singled and walked. Cease has allowed 8 hits here as we play in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch to Josh is a call strike. And remember, this is the guy who had the 5th lowest opposing batting average in the National League. Both lefties and righties hitting under .210 against him.
He drove that into the dugout.
Averaging well under a hit per inning. The 0-1 is a bouncer foul on the right side. Hey, Ranger fans, if the Rangers hit the Jack Pocket Hit It Here sign in right field, a lucky Ranger fan could win $100,000. So download the Jack Pocket Lottery app. Enter the code Bullseye at checkout to enter. Infield looking to turn 2.
Turn two, Kenny.
The set, the 0-2, and Smith swings and wraps one foul over toward the Ranger dugout that sent people scattering off the top step. And a new baseball tossed out to Dylan Cease. He is up to 82 pitches.
Hey, Eric, this is the 4th time this year the Rangers have produced as many as 4 doubles in a game. Early in the year, they had a week in which they did it 3 times.
0-2, and that's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The last time the Rangers had as many as 4 doubles in a game was a game here April the 10th against Oakland. And then back-to-back games against Houston on April the 5th and 6th, and then not again until tonight.
Rangers down toward the bottom of the league in doubles with 112. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss, and Smith is out of there. 4th inning presented by the Texas Lottery. The Texas Lottery proudly supports Texas education and veterans. Look for teacher ticket specials at Rangers.com, brought to you by the Texas Lottery. Well, here's Nate Lowe, and we are going to get a visit to the mound and perhaps pitching changes. This looks like Mike Schilt on his way out there, not the pitching coach, Ruben Niebla. And we are going to say goodbye to Dylan Cease for the night. And Stephen Kolick, a right-hander, will be coming on to pitch to Nate Lowe. So we have a break in the action. The Rangers leading 6-0. Let's pause for these messages.
Yeah, while they're doing that, double check on the scores. I have them scrolling above, right below the score here, guys. So feel free to check that out. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, like the stream if you have not already. We need all those likes on the stream. Expect the expected. I'm going to have to go get a drink in a minute, guys. After this inning, I'm going to get me some water or something. And like I said earlier, it's hot. Be sure you drink plenty of fluids. I've made that mistake many times, not drinking enough fluids. So drink a lot of water, guys. Oh.
Support the members of our armed forces safeguarding life and liberty. We're here to help them with their most important.
Around backwards, guys. That's how we do it. It's go time. Flip your hat around backwards.
Rookie Stephen Kolek out of Texas A&M on to pitch for the Padres here with 2 outs in the 4th. A runner at first, Marcus Semien, and the batter Nate Lowe, who hit a pair of 2-run homers off Dylan Cease tonight. As part of the Rangers' 6-run onslaught here, it is 6-0. Lowe's RBI high in his career, by the way, is 5 in a game, and he takes ball 1 from Kolek. Kolek throws a sinker, a cutter, a sweeper, a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and a slider. 6 different pitches. A 1-0 delivery, and there's a strike, and the count is 1-1. Kolek, born in Houston, lives now in Temple. He was a Rule 5 draft by San Diego in the offseason from Seattle's AAA roster. Originally drafted by the Dodgers out of A&M. 1-1 pitch, fouled off to the left. And the count is 1-2. This is his first year in the big leagues. And this is 35th appearance. He's 2-0 with a 4.62 earned run average. He goes 6'3" and 230 pounds. Kolek, K-O-L-E-K. 1-2. And the pitch, a swing and a slow hopper out to second base. Backing up on it, Cronenworth, a toss to first to retire Lowe and end the 4th. The Rangers had a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1 after 4 complete. It's 6-0 Texas on the Louisiana Hot Sauce. Rangers.
Turn off stream beats. I'll be right back, guys.
Brought to you by Airstream of DFW, your North Texas RV value leader. Donovan Solano first up in the fifth. Rangers leading 6-0, and Nathan Eovaldi drops a slider in for a strike. Solano grounded to short his first time up. He'll be followed by Merrill and then Kim. The 0-1 from Nate. Swung on, lifted in the air, right center field. On the run is Taveras, and he makes the catch. Leote covering some ground tonight. That is his third put out. And before Merrill bats, we check back in with Jared.
Guys, Aces Update brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts. Tyler Mahle making his first appearance in a game, a part of his rehab assignment, pitching for AAA Round Rock tonight. He went 2 scoreless innings. He allowed just 1 hit, no walks. Mahle as well in throwing 19 pitches, 12 of which went for strikes, struck out 1, and I'll tell you something else in a second.
First pitch, a strike to Merrill.
Now, his fastball velocity averaged 92, but I'm sure there are several who aren't really familiar with Tyler Mahle. That's not really a huge deviation from what he typically does.
Merrill fouls it back.
Mahle's a guy who's got a devastating splitter, but big-time fastball velocity really has never been a part of his game. I imagine he'll end up averaging in the 93s, but for his first time out on a mound, nothing wrong with 92 in a crisp 2-inning performance.
Nice to hear as that pitch comes in and misses. Remember, the Rays are here this weekend for a night game Friday, then an afternoon Saturday game at 3, and an afternoon Sunday game at 1:35. Get your tickets at Rangers.com for the Tampa Bay Rays and Rangers. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Merrill. And that's 6 in a row retired by Eovaldi. Has struck out 4 tonight. And it brings up Ha-Seong Kim with the Rangers on top, 6-0. When flavor's what you're after, Ranger fans turn to the original Louisiana brand hot sauce, the official hot sauce of the Rangers. The original Louisiana brand hot sauce, bring the heat. Kim retired on the great play by Josh Smith back in the third on a deflection off of Jonathan Ornelas. It went 5-6-3, and he takes strike 1 here from Nate. We're in the top of the fifth. 6 runs, 8 hits for the Rangers, no runs, 1 hit for the Padres. And Kim with a swing and a foul at the plate. Kim was a Gold Glove winner last year as the utility player. Mauricio Dubon of Houston won that award in the American League.
Man, you got me, Chris. It's crazy how
the Padres were shortstop heavy starting the season.
Nights a pitcher can be
and the pitch is swung on and missed.
To be off.
That's why they moved Merrill to the center field. So that's 5 strikeouts for Eovaldi, and another Site Pro equipment rental. 1, 2, 3. No half.
I mean, I've seen it time and time again. You never know. Maybe his stuff's just really working that night. I got one for you. I mean, it's like basketball. You know, you have the Mavericks facing the Celtics. Celtics got a great team, and the Mavericks beat the heck out of them at one game. It was like I think it was the third game. Mavericks beat them by the third or fourth game. I think it was the fourth game. Almost beat them by 40 points. How does that happen? It just, some things blow your mind. It's like, on paper, it doesn't make sense. Teams can get in slumps. But this is a crucial time, though, right now in baseball. Right here for this All-Star break, you got to go in on a winning leg. Tony, Hal, let's go Padres. You guys keep voting in the poll. We got 38 votes. 61% say Padres. They're down 6-0. Can they make a comeback? Let's see, my friend. I'll pull the radio broadcast back in, so we'll keep it live with that. I always like listening to radio broadcasts too, guys.
First up against Kolick in the bottom of the fifth. Adoli says struck out and doubled. And the pitch is inside for ball one. Adolis to be followed by Langford and then Heim.
They can never keep a good team
Dylan
down.
Cease gave up 6 runs in 3 2/3. He allowed 8 hits, including 2 homers, walked 2, and he struck out 5.
Yeah, they're only sitting at 1 hit right now, too. Their bat's got to get hot.
Kolek works from the stretch, handed the glove at the belt, pitch to Adolis. That's inside, too. He has chased him off the plate on 2 consecutive pitches. Cease's ERA, by the way, went up from 3.84 to 4.24 today.
It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it helps boost my channel.
It's a 2-0 count, and the pitch Garcia takes a strike, cutter on the outside corner. It's now 2-1. In interleague play this year, the Rangers have a losing record. They've gone 15-20 against National League teams. Here's the pitch to Adolis and a dribbler foul off to the left. And as we mentioned at the start of the broadcast, the Rangers have lost 11 consecutive games to the Padres, including all 5 games they've played against them here at Globe Life Field. The last time the Rangers beat the Padres was in September of 2018 in San Diego.
Wow, that's crazy.
The swing by Adolis and a foul off to the right. It's the longest Padres winning streak against one opponent in their history, and the longest active winning streak in Major League Baseball for a team against a single opponent. 2-2.
Let's go,
swung
Padres.
On
Let's go,
and
Rangers.
Rolled out to second as Adolis reached for an outside sweeper.
Hit that
He
thumbs
is
up.
retired by Cronenworth. There is one away. Hey, we've got a deal for you for this Sunday's game against the Rays at 135. That's 7-7, so you can use the offer code 711. That's the number 7 and the word 11, and get $7 off upper reserve seats or $11 off outfield pavilion and upper box seats. And it's Rays and Rangers this Sunday, July 7th. We offer thanks to 7-Eleven. The pitch is a call strike to Langford, who has struck out and walked tonight. Jonah Heim, the on-deck batter. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball off the foot of Langford. It skitters out to the third baseman, Solano, but that is a foul ball. Langford in this ballpark, a .278 hitter. He's hit much better at home than on the road. But he was scorching on the road trip. 8 hits on the trip, 4 in the last game with the single, double, triple, and home. 0-2, and it is outside.
Yeah,
1 ball and 2 strikes. First Rangers cycle in 1985 was by Oddibe McDowell. There's a famous picture of Oddibe being hoisted up in the air by Bobby Valentine when he got back to the dugout. And he was a rookie. 1-2 pitch way outside. And the count at 2-2. Oddibe, another guy who was a first-round draft pick. Highly touted out of Arizona State. A leadoff batter who was probably better suited for batting down low. Wasn't really all that selective. Didn't walk a lot. 2-2 pitch. That misses. And the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Langford already with 1 walk tonight. He's waiting at 3-2 for Kolek. And the pitch is swung on and blistered to left center field. That's a line drive base hit. Deep in the alley, it's cut off by Merrill. He drops the ball and Langford is digging for third. Here comes the relay, the slide. He's safe and the ball gets away. Langford will stay at third as it's backed up by the pitcher Kolek. That'll probably be a double and an error as Langford had not yet crossed second base when Merrill bobbled the ball out in left center field. But you never doubt the ability of Wyatt Langford to get another 90 feet on a hit, and even if Merrill had come up with it cleanly, you never know. And they are scoring at a double and an error, so that's the 5th Ranger double of the game. And Langford winds up at third base with just 1 out, 6-0 Rangers, and the Padres bring the infield in. Heim has doubled and hit into a double play, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1.
You know, it is not easy to run as hard as Langford does and to focus your attention on something happening in the outfield. He was watching as Merrill bobbled that ball.
0-1. and it is high, 1-1. And again, he's so sturdily built. He is like a bull being released. He moves off the bag at third right now with a 1-1 count on Jonah. Derek Hill on deck. Here's the pitch, way inside and low. Nice stop there by Higashioka. And the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Luis Camposano, the primary catcher for the Padres, is one of the players on their injured list, along with Xander Bogaerts,
Vamos, Padres,
Fernando
Richard,
Tatis Jr.,
Metallica.
Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove. 2-1 pitch, high and outside. It is 3-1. Of those 5 players, according to Mike Schilt, their manager before the game, Camposano will be the first one back in action. It's 3-1 to Jonah, so he's got count leverage with the runner at third and 1 out. Kolek from the belt to the plate. A swing and a high pop foul on the third base side. And this will reach the seats. Remember, voting ends tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the All-Star game. You decide who will start at second base, Marcus Semien or Jose Altuve. Do your part. Vote at Rangers.com/vote. 11 a.m. tomorrow, the deadline. 3-2. Heim swings and fouls it back. And you can vote once today and once tomorrow before the votes start being tabulated. And in the voting that was announced yesterday, Marcus was trailing 56% to 44%. Wow. He needs help. 3-2, payoff pitch again, swinging the ground ball to second base. Langford holds it third as Cronenworth lobs over to first for the out. There are 2 outs. It will be up to Derek Hill. Hope you had a chance to hear Derek on the pregame show today and maybe our postgame show on Sunday after his 2 home runs. When we got back at 2:30 in the morning the other day, he and I were waiting for our ride shares. And I said, what are you going to do on the off day? He said, I'm going to drive to Round Rock, pick up all my stuff, and then drive back. That's how he spent his day off. And the pitch is high for ball 1. But for a player who's been in the minors most of the year, that's a pleasure trip. Derek tonight has struck out, flied out. And the pitch is swung on and lined to left center field. On the run to make the catch is Merrill. That's a hard out off the bat of Derek Hill. So a couple of really hard-hit balls in the inning. Langford hit his double at 108 miles an hour. Hill just lined out at 105 miles an hour. To the 6th we go.
Top of the 6th. 3 more innings, guys. Guys, don't forget. We got the poll going. We got 41 votes in the poll. Be sure to cast your vote on the poll going. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. 2 more days, we'll have the 4th of July here. So, hope you have a safe and great holiday with your friends and family. If you have to work, I appreciate you putting in all that hard work. So, I hope it's not such a hard day for you. So, can the Padres snap? They've got 1 hit. They're only on 1 hit, basically almost a shutout the Rangers have on them. Can they snap out of that? What do you think, guys? San Diego. I think you never know. Right, Richard. Metallica. Great name, my friend. Education with connection.
The sixth inning, and Texas leads 6-0. Evaldi to Higashioka, first pitch. We've got a bouncer inside of third, charged there by Ornelas, and his throw across is in time to retire Higashioka. So one pitch and one out here in the top half of the sixth. Ornelas, who can play third, he can play second, he can play short. Nice job charging that one, getting it just inside the bag. And that brings up Bryce Johnson, who singled in the third, the first hit off of Evaldi today. In fact, the only hit off of Evaldi so far this evening. This first pitch comes in low for ball one. Mentioned Johnson out of Cypress Ranch High School. And we just finished a series against a team with a starting position player out of Cypress Ranch High School. It's a ground ball foul on the right side. And the count 1-1 strike. Colton Kauser of the Orioles went to that same school. And in fact, Kauser and Johnson also both went to Sam Houston State.
It's been a great start for the Rangers. They've kind of been a little bit slow.
Here's the 1-1. And that pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike, but not at the same time.
San Diego's a great team, though.
Johnson, 28 years of age. 4 years ahead of Kauser.
They may be in a little bit of something right now, but they will.
Bryce Johnson had previously been with the San Francisco Giants. As this pitch is outside. And the count now at 3 balls and 1 strike. And as we mentioned, his contract just selected about a week ago with Tatis going on the injured list. This pitch over the outside part of the plate for a strike. And so the count to the switch hitting Johnson now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson spending the balance of the year at AAA El Paso, where he was hitting .301 with 18 steals. Here's a pitch that's hit high into the air down the left field line. Langford disappears from our view, and does he make the catch? He does. Up against the padded, angled wall, Langford making a very nice grab on a ball that looked like it might just hit that wall. As we get a chance to look at the replay, he caught it, and the ball was maybe about a foot from the wall. So 2 down in the inning.
The roof is
Langford showing what he can do with the leather, and here's Luis Arraez, who takes a breaking pitch for strike 1. Arraez is grounded to second. He's also lined out sharply to Leote out in center. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Rangers. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for San Diego. The 0-1 popped up foul and out of play on the left side. So make it no balls and 2 strikes. It's time for the Invictus Roofing Roof Report. As you might imagine, the roof is closed. It was 99 degrees on the outside when we started. And if you have any roofing needs, contact Invictus Roofing at 1-833-8-ROOF-DFW or visit rooftopdfw.com. Fast, simple, Invictus. Line drive, foul. That hits off of the padding in front of the field double suites down the left field line. Kicks out into left field. We'll hold it 0-2 here to Arraez. Well, Arraez, since being dealt over to San Diego, hitting better with the Padres than he was with the Marlins, as this pitch is down and in, and the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Arraez got off to a bit of a slow start this year with Miami, but has hit well since being traded over. This is his 51st game with San Diego, hitting .324 with the Pods. This pitch is high and outside, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jurickson Profar on deck. 2 out, nobody on, top half of the 6th.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
And the 2-2. Swinging a hard hit ball up the middle, gloved by Smith from shallow center. His throw in time to retire Arraez. Very similar play to what we saw from Josh Sunday in Baltimore. And we've got another Site Pro Equipment Rentals.
1-2-3 inning, guys. So be sure to check out the scores here. We have the Astros did get beat by Toronto tonight 7-6. New York is making a comeback. It was 5-0. New York, it's 5-4. Top of the 9th. And New York, they come up to bat. So That's a close one there too, guys. So who else? Chicago's getting beat. Chicago Cubs. I think let's see it here. I got it scrolling actually above us right here. Here's the score scrolling. If that's too little, I can make it a little bit bigger. If you guys need me to. Rolade spells relief. Hey, be sure, guys. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything to hit that little thumbs up on the channel. Or if you don't like what I'm doing, let me know. Give me some feedback on it. I'd love to hear it. I'm always trying to make it better and better. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you like of the stream? So, love to hear from you guys. And if you like this content, I do NASCAR, baseball, football, all around kind of stuff. I do even some games. So, if I feel like I've earned it, subscribe to the channel, guys.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Rangers are up here 6-0. They've got 8, 9, and 1 due up, and we have another pitching change here for San Diego. They go with their third hurler of the day in the left-hander Austin Davis, and Davis just up, making his third appearance of the season here with San Diego, a former Philly and Pirate, Red Sox and Twin. And the left-hander's first pitch is a little down and into the switch-hitting Leody Taveras for ball one. Leody, a pair of doubles here today. Doubled to drive in a run in the second, and then doubled on the left field line his last time up and came in to score. Batting right-handed here, he takes this pitch low and away. And the count now at 2 balls and no strikes. Jonathan Ornelas on deck, and then Marcus Semien due up after him. This pitch looked like a cutter down and in. Padres appeal. Leody checked his swing in time, so the count now at 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0 is high and away, ball 4. So Davis issues a 4-pitch walk. Leody on board for the 3rd time. And here's Ornelas. Jonathan Ornelas credited with a sacrifice bunt his last time up, as he pushed one up the first base line, moving Leody from 2nd to 3rd. So Jonathan officially 0 for 1 in the ballgame here today. A 6-0 Texas lead. Davis works off the third base side of the rubber, staring at the runner here, Taveras at first. And the first offering to Ornelas is near the top of the zone for strike 1. Ornelas this year with AAA Round Rock in 63 games. He's hitting .246. 3 homers, 22 runs batted in. This pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 the count. Ornelas here essentially as protection with Corey Seager still not being able to play, although certainly the report on Corey today a very encouraging one. The 0-2 pitch way inside almost cuts Ornelas down. He ends up outside the dirt circle on the other side, avoiding getting hit by that pitch. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bruce Bochy reporting that Seager able to swing a bat today, but still sort of a day-to-day proposition as to when he might get back in the lineup, as Ornelas hits one hard and out into left, a base knock. This one rolls all the way to the wall. Profar just now picking it up as Taveras hits the bag at third. He comes in to score for Jonathan Ornelas, his first big league hit this season, his second big league hit in his career, and his first major league run batted in. He's given Texas a 7-0 lead.
The proud owner of a big league extra base hit.
That's a first as well. So Ornelas adding to the advantage here. Stands in scoring position for Marcus Semien, who looks at this pitch for strike one. Marcus, a little pop-up hit into left field to drive in a run in the fourth. So Marcus now once again the team leader in runs batted in with 45. Davis with the 0-1, and this one is grounded foul, just foul of third. So 0-2. The count here to Semien. Davis just had his contract selected a few days ago from AAA El Paso. And he made his San Diego debut at Fenway Park. The 0-2, that rides in high. So make it a ball and 2 strikes. In his 2 appearances since joining the ball club, Davis, a pair of shutout innings, but has given up his first run of the season. Here today, he makes his 139th big league appearance. A swing and a miss by Semien on a cutter away, so Marcus is out on strikes. That's the first out here in the bottom half of the 6th, and it brings up Josh Smith. Smith here tonight, 1 for 2, a single, a walk, a strikeout, and he has scored 2 runs. So 1 out, Ornelas at second. And the pitch to Smith. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. And Eric, you were mentioning the Rangers' record this year against the National League at 15-20 coming into play today. Boy, the schedule for these two teams have been vastly different. This pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-2 the count. Not only have the Padres at this point in the season played 4 more games than the Rangers, but they have played far fewer interleague games. Here's the set and the 2-strike pitch, and that's looped foul up and out of play on the left side. When this series is over, the Rangers will have just 8 games remaining on the schedule against National League foes. Meanwhile, the Padres, when this series concludes, will still have 25 games remaining against American League clubs. The 0-2 pitch way outside. Good stop by Higashioka to keep Ornelas at second. And so make it a ball and 2 strikes. The Padres are 9-9 right now against the American League. The only National League teams remaining on the Rangers' schedule after this 3-game series with San Diego, the St. Louis Cardinals. The Rangers will play in St. Louis the last 3 days in July. There goes Taveras. The 1-2 pitch is popped up high in the air near home plate. Higashioka tosses the mask aside, makes the catch on the dirt circle in foul ground, and that ball was in the air high enough that Leote, who had almost gotten to third, or rather Ornelas, who had almost gotten to third, makes it back to second. So Smith is the second out of the inning. And that brings up Nathaniel Lowe. Lowe, 2 home runs on the evening.
2 home runs. He's got
2 for 3, a pair of 2-run homers.
By himself.
1 to right, 1 to left. And he takes this pitch on the outside edge for strike 1. In addition to playing the Cardinals the final 3 days of this month, the Rangers will host the Pirates here August the 19th through the 21st, and then the last 2 games against a National League foe in mid-September, when the Rangers play the Diamondbacks at Chase Field on the 10th and 11th of September. This pitch is outside, and the count now 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1, and this one's popped up foul into the seats on the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All that to say that the rest of the way, the Rangers will be playing more meaningful games in terms of an opportunity to catch teams in the American League West or to deal with teams that might be fighting for a wild card spot. This pitch is popped up high in the air, left side, foul ground. Solano may have a play, and he doesn't. This is just beyond his reach at the camera well at the far end of the San Diego dugout. We'll keep it at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, the Padres will be having an opportunity to see a variety of American League cities during the second half of the season. One and two, the count here to Lowe. And the pitch, a little tapper right out in front of the plate. Higashioka pounces, fires down to a rise, and Lowe is retired. 2-3 for the final out.
In the bottom of the sixth, but the Rangers get another run.
They get another run, guys. Into six, going into the seventh inning. Not a lot of baseball left. Their chances of coming back are getting slim to none. They got to get some runs quick. What do y'all think? Can San Diego do it? Rangers pitching is shutting them out right now. Every swing.
And your Texas Rangers invite
UT Dallas.
Like the Rangers, UTD has a winning culture. It's the #1 university in DFW by
Forbes, home to the region's #1
graduate business school by U.S. News and World Report, and in the top 5 of all universities in the nation for most National Merit Scholars. Looking for an affordable university known
coming
for
back, but it wouldn't.
academic rigor, best in launching careers.
UTDallas.edu. Kimbro Bella.
fans alike.
Welcome, my wifey. What are you doing, sweetie?
Leads it off for San Diego here in the seventh. Rangers on top 7-0. And Evaldi's first pitch is a fastball. The bottom of the zone, strike one here to Profar. Profar's flied out to the warning track in center and grounded out to Lowe, so he's 0 for 2. Rangers play him to pull in the infield as Evaldi kicks and delivers. And this pitch is grounded foul of first, fielded by Lowe in foul territory, but a foul ball. As Lowe tries to toss the ball up into the seats. Ends up in that camera well far into the Rangers dugout. 0-2 the count here to Profar.
Sweetie.
Profar, remember, riding a 13-game hitting streak and a 21-game on-base streak coming into play here today. Behind here at 0-2.
I'm ready for this heat to go away. I hope you.
And the pitch from
Evaldi
Evaldi is high and outside. Time tried to snap it into the zone. Alfonso Marquez not having it, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Cronenworth on deck and then Machado due up after him. And here's the 1-2, and that one lifted down the right field line, but hooking foul, and that's into and out of the people, back down onto the field of play. Adolis will pick it up. And so we keep it here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thinking about coming out to the ballpark and maybe coming out more than once? Think about a multi-game plan? Well, with multi-game plans, you get more games and you get more savings. And you can save up to 15% when you buy multiple games. If you want to find out more, go to Rangers.com/specials. Evaldi misses with the 1-2 pitch. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The count here to Jurix and Profar. Profar hitting over 300 from both sides of the plate. As this splitter misses down and in, and the count runs full.
The second base.
Coming into play today, hitting 330 from the left side of the plate, 307 from the right side. Here comes Evaldi with the 3-2, and that one is hit to the left side of the infield. Ornelas is there, peeling back a couple of steps to his right. He catches that liner for the first out of the inning. Ornelas was stationed about midway between second and third, so definitely in the right spot there for that line drive. So Profar now 0 for 3, and that brings up Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth 0 for 2. A little pop-up to Lowe back in the first, and then he flied out to Taveras, and that was in the fourth. And Evaldi starts him off with a pitch that's outside for ball one. Well, Evaldi certainly on his game here tonight. Here's the 1-0. That one over the outside part of the plate for a strike. So 1-1 here to the left-handed hitting Cronenworth. Remember, Nathan, his last time out, gave up 5 runs on 9 hits in 7 innings against the Brewers. Here's a hot smash to first. Fielded cleanly by Lowe. He'll take it to the bag. Touch up with the left foot. Nice job there by Lowe. So 2 men are out here in the top of the 7th. And that brings up Manny Machado. And Evaldi has struck him out twice. Eric mentioned earlier, Machado, 323 career home runs. That is currently 9th among active players.
Who hit?
Or 8th if you don't consider
like
Joey Votto to be an
Johnson
active player.
He is the only hit, the 9th hole hitter for the Padres.
Time called here, just as Evaldi was getting ready to throw the pitch, and I think we have a pitch clock violation. Yeah, we do, and Evaldi's like, hey, what's going on here? Or was the violation on Machado? And I believe it's on Evaldi here. And he's having a conversation with Marquez, and I think trying to indicate that once he started into his motion that he should have been deemed to have
I bet he can.
beaten the pitch clock.
Well, also too, one thing is these batters.
But it is ball one.
They've seen him.
Evaldi is not going to win that argument.
Up to see him.
So now the 1-0 to Machado.
It's hard.
And that's hit hard, but hooked foul down the left field line. So make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And Evaldi snap catches the throw back here from Heim. He's upset that he's starting behind in the count here.
Get one more, I would think.
Count level now at 1-1. We wait for Langford to get repositioned out in left field. And Evaldi home with the 1-1 pitch. And he overthrows this one, misses outside and low with the splitter. And falls behind in the count now at 2-1. Evaldi bouncing a bit behind the rubber. Now gets that right foot planted in the middle of the rubber. Turns his attention homeward and delivers the 2-1. Misses with the cutter a little outside, maybe a little bit low as well. And it's 3-1 now to Machado. Batting here with 2 out, nobody on, top half of the 7th.
There's your strikeout, baby.
Here comes the 3-1 swing, and this one is fouled back by Machado. So the count is full. For Evaldi tonight, he retired the first 8 batters he faced. Then Bryce Johnson got that solid single out into right field toward right center. And since then, Evaldi has retired the next 12. So he has retired 20 of the 21 batters he has faced as he deals the 3-2 pitch to Machado, who swings and misses on the splitter and strikes out to conclude.
Struck him out. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Everybody for the Rangers has gotten a hit except for Hill, our designated hitter. Every Ranger has gotten a hit except for the DH. Come on, man. That's your only job, is to get a hit. Can you not hit? Right? So. Bum, bum, bum. Hey guys, if you're new here, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It boosts the YouTube algorithm, and it's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps my channel out. Helps get more and more people. That pushes this out to more people to see. So just hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Turn on the little bell notification whenever I go live with games, NASCAR, football. Love to have you guys in here with us. 105.3 the Fountain.
Seventh inning, middle third of the order coming up here for Texas, and a big swing and a miss by Adolis Garcia on a fastball from Davis for strike one. Garcia, Langford, and Heim coming up here in the Rangers seventh. Rangers 7 runs on 10 hits. San Diego no runs, 1 hit. The 0-1 inside to Garcia, so make it 1-1. Adolis 1 for 3. His double just inside third and down the left field line in the third inning extended his current on-base streak to 12 games.
Yeah, we've hit 40.
Here comes the
1-1
swing and a ball hit out into right field. Johnson, a few steps to his left, now 2 steps back to his right, makes the catch to retire Garcia for the first out. Jonathan Hernandez starting to warm in the Ranger bullpen as Nathan Eovaldi so far a 1-hit shutout through 7 with 92 pitches thrown. Well on the way to what would be his 5th win of the season. Wyatt Langford, the batter now. Langford has struck out, walked, and doubled. And he takes this pitch over the inside part of the plate for strike one. Hey, with Adolis just back in the dugout, I'm going to tell you about an upcoming promotion later this month. The 1-strike pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2 the count. If you come on out to the ballpark on Tuesday, July the 23rd, when the Rangers host the Chicago White Sox, and you're one of the first 29,000 fans, yes, 29,000 through the gates that day. Swing and a miss here by Wyatt. He tried to check but went around on that cutter and strikes out on 3 pitches. So 2 away in the Ranger half of the 7th. Jonah Heim coming up. As I said, if you're one of the first 29,000 that day, Tuesday, July the 23rd, you'll get the Adolis Garcia replica World Series ring, which is presented by SeatGeek. For tickets, go to Rangers.com. Jonah stands in on the right side and takes a sweeping slider in for ball 1. Jonah, a double and run scored in the second, has since grounded out twice, 1 for 3 on the evening. The 1-0, it's down and in, so make it 2 balls and no strikes. We're talking about the Rangers and the schedule in the second half. Rangers will play the White Sox all 7 scheduled games against Chicago in the second half of the season. They, of course, have had an awful year.
That one.
Jonah pulls this one foul. 2 balls, 1 strike count. The Rangers have yet to play the Blue Jays. The Rangers play the Blue Jays 6 times. The Blue Jays under 500 and scuffling this season. Here's the set and the 2-1. And this one is hit high into the air. Very shallow left field. Kim, the shortstop, is out under it. And he makes the one-hand grab as Davis retires the side in order here in the 7th. We head to the 8th with Texas leading 7-0 on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio.
Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Network, guys. So, I've dropped my new merch today. We'll change the shop. I've got some of the same merch I had, but change the shop. I've got it on the stream. So, here's some of the shirts and stuff that you can order. It's on the YouTube channel. Just click on my store under KimbroNator. Click on shop, and it'll take you over to the store. Hey, if you order something, send me a tweet of it. Send me an email of it. If you're wearing my merch, I may send you something. So be sure to check it out. Let me know if you get something. I've got the... I bought my niece's pullovers. I've got this shirt right here. I have the black shirt. KimbroNator on it. So, let me know if you guys get any of the merch. Pretty cool stuff. I just got it linked into my channel so you can see it right off my YouTube channel. Top of the 8th, 2 innings left, guys. You can see the They've got them down to just one hit. Can the Padres snap out of it?
Top of the 8th, but before we do, let's pause 10 seconds for station
identification on the Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Radio Network.
Louisiana Hot Sauce Rangers Network.
What a job by Nathan Eovaldi. A one-hit shutout through 7. He turns it over to Jonathan Hernandez, and we turn it over to Eric Nadel.
All right, thanks very much, Matt. The Rangers 7 runs, 10 hits. Padres no runs, 1 hit. They got just 1 base runner off of Nate, and he didn't get to second base. They haven't had a man in scoring position. Solano takes strike 1 from Hernandez. Solano has grounded out and flied out. And the pitch to him is low and outside, and a strike called. A borderline pitch going Johnny's way. Everything's gone the Rangers' way tonight. Hernandez in his 19th appearance. He's 1-0, 425 earned run average. Righty works always from the stretch, hand in the glove at the belt. Big high leg kick in the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Donovan Solano. Jackson Merrill on deck and Hassan Kim to follow. Eovaldi lowering his ERA to 3.15. If he were a qualifier, he'd be 10th in the league. He's not that far from qualifying now. He's got 80 innings of work. The Rangers playing in game number 85. You need an inning per game to qualify. Andrew Heaney was a qualifier coming into the game today. He won't be a qualifier tomorrow. But for one day, the Rangers had a starter with enough innings to be a qualifier. There's a swing and a little lob out into right. That's a base hit. Falls in front of Adolis. So the second hit and the second base runner for the Padres in the 7-0 game. Jackson Merrill is next. He's flied out to left and struck out. Merrill first among National League rookies in batting, homers, and runs batted in. Yes, the rookie triple crown right now. As he swings and grounds 1 foul past first.
We do have a second hit.
He would seem to be a runaway leader for the National League Rookie of the Year. And they've had a couple of rookie pitchers having good years, but not quite what Merrill's done as an everyday player. There's a swing and a foul back, 0-2. And again, this is a guy who was converted from shortstop to center field this year. And the Padres having Kim and Bogarts. And, of course, they've got former shortstops in Manny Machado and Jurickson Profar. They're just overflowing with shortstops. And Merrill played 5 games in left field last year at AA San Antonio. He never played a game in center. And there's a swing and a miss and a nasty changeup from Hernandez. That is the first out of inning number 8. It brings up Ha-Sung Kim. Rangers on top 7-0. Kim has been retired on a hard ground ball deflected by Ornelas to Smith. And he has struck you out.
The call to the bullpen. Drop your votes.
Brought to you by your helpful North Texas Honda dealers. What a job by Nate Eovaldi tonight.
Votes. Drop your votes on
the pitch is
chat.
Outside, ball 1. Every time Nate has a subpar outing, he seems to come back with just a dazzling outing his next time. And if the Rangers win, they would be 8-6 in his 14 starts this year. Here's the pitch. And there's a strike. The Rangers don't have an off day between now and Sunday, so he'll probably close out the homestand as well and then pitch the Sunday afternoon affair against the Rays, one of his former clubs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch just inside. And the count is 2-1. When the Rangers go on the road, they will play 3 in Anaheim against the Angels and then 3 against the Astros in Houston heading into the All-Star break. Higashioka on deck. Rangers don't hold the runner with a 7-run lead. There's a grounder past third. It is foul. Not by much, but it is foul and down the line. Mariners and the Orioles will play tonight in Seattle. Baltimore having that long flight after the Sunday night game. They're actually now going to the 3rd inning there in a scoreless tie. Angels and Oakland are in a scoreless tie. The Angels lately have been breathing down the Rangers' backs.
He's dusting off the plate.
At the moment, a game and a half behind Texas in the standings. The Rangers are 5 behind Houston, and Houston 3 behind Seattle. 2-2 the count on Kim. Right-handed batter against the right-hander Hernandez. Jonathan set at the belt. He delivers. And there's a swing and a foul ball back. That sinker was bearing in on Kim, and that got a piece of his leg on his way to the backstop. The game brought to you by Balcones Distilling, the original Texas whiskey. It's going to take a moment here for Kim to gather himself. We remind you that tomorrow's game starts at 7:05.
They were able to turn two, it looks like, on this.
First 15,000 fans get the Josh Young replica postseason jersey. And the Thursday game at 1:35 with Max Scherzer on the mound for the Rangers. Just a couple of thousand tickets left for each of those games. Do not hesitate.
Almost.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
They were not able to.
Here's the pitch. A swing and a roller out to short. Looks like 2. Smith to Simeon on to first. Not in time. Man, Kim flying down the line. And the ball wasn't hit quite hard enough to turn the double play. So Kim aboard on the fielder's choice. You got to credit him, down 7 runs with some great hustle coming out of the box to beat the relay there.
Especially after fouling that previous pitch off the outside of his right foot.
Well, good point. So 2 outs and Kim at first for Higashioka, who has struck out and grounded out. Kyle playing his first year with San Diego. Rangers not holding the runner, and he will jog on down to second on indifference, you would think. The official scorer, Steve Weller, says stolen base, but the Rangers were not holding him. Okay. 1-0, and the pitch is outside. 2 balls and no strike. Bryce Johnson, the on-deck batter. Higashioka, a lifetime .209 hitter, so he's hitting right about his career average this year. And he swings and hits a high pop-up on the left side. It is Ornelas at third in the baseline who takes care of it. That closes out the inning. That was the first at-bat of the game for San Diego with a man in
Scoring position. No runs. They hit 1 win.
That's it. Mid-8, so it's going to the bottom of the 8th. So San Diego has 1 chance left. They got 1 chance to get some. They got 2 hits, but 1 chance to get some runs. Could they have a massive rally and 4-7? Anything's possible, but got to start off hot. Let's see.
Rangers get the target in right field. Download the Black Pocket Lottery app today and use the code Bullseye at checkout to enter for your chance at $100,000. That's code Bullseye.
Alrighty, my friends. Will the Rangers get any more runs, or are they going to shut them down here? Because they only have the top of the 9th. Got a lot of defensive substitutions, it looks like here. Tyler Wade replaces second baseman Jake. David Peralta places Jared Profar. Yeah, they're swapping out a bunch of players right now. San Diego is. Try to see if they can get something started, it sounds like.
As we go to the bottom of the 8th for the Padres, starting with on the mound, where right-hander Eniel De Los Santos will take over. De Los Santos, who pitched the last couple of years for Cleveland, pitched 70 games for the Guardians last year. pitching for the 37th time this year. De Los Santos 1-2 with a 3.78 ERA, and he has a save. 6'4", 250-pounder from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican. He's 28 years of age.
Big dude.
He will soon turn 29. Derek Hill first up against the righty. De Los Santos pitch. That's over the inside corner for a strike. De Los Santos fastball in the mid to upper 90s and a slider. And occasionally a changeup. Hill has flied out twice and struck out. Last time he hit the ball 105 miles an hour to the center fielder. And he takes his time out here. Tyler Wade is now at second base. Donovan Solano has moved across the diamond from third base to first base. We have a new third baseman here. It's Rosario. And David Peralta is in left. 0-1. There's a swing and there's a drive to deep right field. Going back is Johnson. He has a play in front of the track and he hauls it in.
Not quite.
Hill with a bid for his 4th home run in 3 games. Just didn't quite get all of it. And there is one away. Next up, Leody Taveras. He's been on base all 3 times. 2 doubles and a walk. He has driven in a run. He has scored 2 runs. High set by De Los Santos, and the pad leg's pulled up high. And the pitch is in there for a strike. It is 0-1. Eggy Rosario is the third baseman. He spells his first name E-G-U-Y. I had to check the pronunciation guide on that one, and they say it's Eggy. There's a swing, and there's a high pop-up on the left side. Eggy coming on, and he's got it. Great timing there. And there are 2 outs. Rangers leading 7-0 in the 8th inning. We check back in with Jared.
Yeah, guys, our quick trip scoreboard check. We go to Seattle. The Orioles and the Mariners in action through 3 innings. George Kirby and Grayson Rodriguez. That game is scoreless. Both pitchers have allowed merely a single. So we'll have an update for you on that one as the postgame show rolls on.
All right. De Los Santos to Jonathan Ornelas.
Keep getting your votes in.
He's grounded out, laid down a sacrifice bunt, and had an RBI double. And he takes a strike, 0-1.
Drop a like on the stream. We're going to end
Ornelas getting his first start, and after a fine showing tonight, might very well get another one tomorrow.
Like, hit 60 votes.
Here's the 0-1. It's outside and low. The Rangers will see only right-handed starting pitchers from the Padres in the series. Adam Mazier tomorrow and Michael King on Thursday. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch inside. Shop the Sherwin-Williams July holiday sale. Get 30% off paints and stains through July the 8th. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
There we go. We hit 60 votes. You guys rock. Get your votes coming in.
It's a 2-1 count.
Left,
and the pitch to Ornelas is outside. And that's a slider that broke off the outside corner.
Hit the thumbs up.
Marcus Semien would be next.
Well.
Nathaniel Lowe had a 2-run homer in the first, another 2-run homer in the third. That's 4 of the 7 Ranger runs tonight. The Rangers with an extra base hit barrage through the first 6 innings. The 3-1 delivery swung on and fouled at the plate. It is 3-2. Rangers had 2 doubles in the second inning, a double in the third, a double in the fourth, a double in the fifth, and a double in the 6th. 6 doubles and 2 home runs tonight. And a couple of singles. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Ornelas takes the free ticket. Marcus Semien will get another at bat. Semien an RBI single. He has also struck out twice and lined out to third. The game brought to you by Globe Life. Everyone has beneficiaries. Not everyone has life insurance. Globe Life, who's your beneficiary?
And again, those 6 doubles for the Rangers tonight, 2 more than they had in any game this season.
And some signs of life from the offense the last few days. And there's a swing and a miss by Marcus. They scored 11 runs on 13 hits yesterday, 5 runs, 9 hits Saturday, albeit in a losing affair. They have 10 hits tonight and a 7-0 lead in the 8th. There goes the runner not being held, and the pitch is fouled back. Since the Padres took advantage of not being held and took a base, it's okay for the Rangers to do it under the unwritten rules, you would think. And if you're wondering about shutouts, the Rangers have thrown 7 of them this year. They've been shut out 5 times, but they have thrown 7 shutouts.
7 shutouts.
Rangers starting pitching ranks 7th out of the 15 teams in the American League. 0-2.
Middle of the pack.
Swing and a miss. Simeon chasing a slider off the outside corner.
Hey, I'm fixing to end the
so he's
poll.
gone 1 for 5 tonight. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left. We move to the 9th. It's 7-0.
7-0 Rangers. So I'm fixing to end the poll here, guys. Give you about 30 more seconds. Drop your votes in if you have not already. You want to get your vote in on the poll. Rangers.com. All right, guys, we're going to end the poll in 1, 2, 3.
We support our local community and customers.
60 votes. Not bad, guys.
Maintain your on the job. Call Bailey and Goggin today. 1-800-LAW-OFF.
Boom, 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 boom.
Another winning season. One of the country's largest energy infrastructure.
All righty, guys. They're coming back here any minute. You'll see this is just a slight touch ahead of the radio broadcast.
First time since September 15th, 2018, when they beat them 6-3 in San Diego.
Long drought.
Here's Bryce Johnson against Jonathan Hernandez, and he takes strike 1. Johnson, a switch hitter batting left, has singled and fouled out to left. Rangers won that game 6-3 back in 2018. Ariel Gerardo was the winning pitcher, and Jose Leclerc got a save. There's a swing and a fly ball to right. Right at Adolis. He's got it. There's one away. There was a home run by Joey Gallo for the Rangers and a home run by Eric Hosmer for the Padres. Matt, if you can tell me who started that game for the Rangers and you haven't looked it up, I'll give you $100.
No, I haven't. So Gerardo won the game in relief.
He did.
Okay. 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
Tyler Wade is the batter now in what was a rise spot, and Wade fouls one away. He's had 94 at-bats this year, hitting .234. No homers, 7 RBIs, a left-handed hitter.
Foul.
A lot of money on the line.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-1. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't Connor Sadzik, although he did pitch in the game. And so did Martin Perez.
In relief.
In relief. 1-1. Fouled off to the left. The Ranger pitching parade that night was starter.
Right.
Gerardo, Perez, Sadzik, Leclerc.
So we must have had an opener that day.
I think that's what it was, or it might have been an emergency start by somebody where the starter got scratched, something like that.
Yeah.
1-2. Swung on and fouled back.
Wow. I've got no clue.
The answer is Alex Claudio.
Oh, wow. He could have only gone an inning, I'm guessing.
He went exactly 1 inning. Allowed 1 hit and no runs. 1-2 pitch. That's down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Eric Lauer was the starter for San Diego. The Ranger lineup featured Delino DeShields, Shin-Soo Choo. Elvis hit third. Then Beltre, Rougned-Odor. Profar played first base and batted 6th. Joey Gallo played left. Robinson Chirinos was the catcher. And then the pitcher had to bat in the National League Park. There's a swing and a roller out to short. Smith to low, and there are 2 outs. The Rangers are an out away from a 2-hit shutout and a 7-0 win. And here comes Profar to bat from the left side against Hernandez. Oh, Profar's out of the game now, so it won't be Profar.
This is Eggy.
Okay, we got Eggy Rosario here.
He poached the at-bat from Profar.
Eggy's 13 for 52 this year. He has 3 homers, 6 RBIs. And the pitch to him is swung on and missed. It is 0-1. 7 runs, 10 hits for the Rangers. No runs on 2 hits for the Padres. The pitch swung on, ground ball to third. Backhanded by Ornelas. He straightens, he throws, he got him. And the ball game's over. It is a 2-hit shutout for Eovaldi and Hernandez as the Rangers blank the Padres.
They took care of them. My goodness, guys, what a game. Hey, guys, you showed up tonight on this stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those of you guys that subscribe to the channel, y'all hit the thumbs up. Not a bad little middle of the night week stream for me. Typically, they're low number, but hey, y'all knocked it out of the park. Thank you for coming in here and hanging out, watching the game, chatting up. If you're a Padres fan, Rangers fan, it's all love here, guys. We're one baseball family, all right? So I don't hate on opposing teams. I'm not one of those kind of guys. So come in here and let's enjoy the game. Just a game of baseball, guys. It's a fun game to watch. So thank you guys for coming in so much. I appreciate it. Really, really do. We've had over 1,000 subscribers this week. That's a record for me. It's unbelievable. So just want to say, be sure to subscribe and check out the upcoming streams. I've got NASCAR this weekend. We got some more Rangers games. I'm not going to be able to cover all the Rangers games. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can. So, like I said, hope I earned your subscription. And I cover baseball, football, NASCAR, NBA, all around kind of stuff. So, all right, guys. That's going to conclude the stream tonight. So, be sure to reach out. Tell somebody you love them. Just tell somebody, hey, man, I love you. And we'll leave it at that. You guys have a good one. Catch you next time.